Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishwakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Saptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Dev Namo Hari Priya Vanchakalpatra Prabha Sindhubhyo Chapatitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaurabhakta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Giram Kripa Tamo Nishigranataranam Paramanam Sri Chaitanya Hare Krishna. So, welcome back to the second session. Charitamrita is very, very, intense bhakti and pure bhakti. It deals with pure bhakti. I'm a conditioned soul. I don't have any qualification. It's becoming more and more evident as I go forward. So second chapter. Lord Chaitanya, the second chapter. Lord Chaitanya is a Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Krishna descended as Lord Chaitanya in this age of Kali Yuga as a Krishna's incarnate. So he is also Supreme Lord. So Krishna Yamala Tantra, this book, Punyakshetre Navadvipe Bhavishyami Sachisuta. So there are certain books Prabhupada mentions. So his incarnation is depicted, it's mentioned in the Shastras. So this especially in Tantra, as Krishna Yamal Tantra says, Punyakshetre Navadvipa Bhavishyami Sachisuta. So I'll appear in this holy place, Navadvipa. Radharani wanted to actually perform Rasalila. So she created, for her pleasure, this, this 9 islands, Navadvipa was created. So Krishna is telling, I'll appear as a son of Mother Sachi in future. Chaitanya Upanishad. Gaura Sharvat Sarvatma Mahapurusha Mahayogi Trigunatita Sattvarupa Bhaktim Loke Kasyati. So Lord, Gaura, Lord Chaitanya is Sarva Atma, is all pervasive super soul Paramatma, and Mahapurusha, not the great person. Mahapurusha means, the Supreme Lord, Purusha. And Mahayogi, greatest of all the saints. And Trigunatita, beyond 3 modes of metal nature. Sattvarupa and Sattvarupa, manifestation of pure goodness. Satam Vishuddham Vasudeva Sabditam. And Bhaktim Loke Kasyate. He'll come and he'll spread the process of bhakti all over the world. Shvedasvatra Upanishad and Mundaka Upanishad. His qualities are mentioned. Mahaprabhu, that name comes in Mundaka Upanishad, the Supreme Master. And Vayapuran says, Kalo Kirtanarambe Bhavishyami Sachisuta. So Kali Yuga, in Pratama Sandhya of Kali Yuga, so Pratama Sandhya of Kali Yuga lasts 36,000 years. In that Pratama Sandhya, he will come. In the, Kalo Pratama Sandhyayam. So he'll come to inaugurate Sankirtan movement. The Yuga Dharma You know, the Yuga Dharma is what? Kali Yuga Dharma is a Sankirtan, Nam Sankirtan. You know, so as a son of Mother Sachiel Commander, inaugurate Sankirtan movement. But also, Brahma Yamala Tantra says, so I descend and I perform. So I inaugurate Sankirtan movement and I perform Sankirtan. I bring people together and propagate the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You know, so um, then Ananta Samhita says, Ye eva Bhagavan Krishna, Radhika Pranavallabha, Srishtiyadau sa Jagannatho, Gaurasan Maheshwari. So that Bhagavan, Supreme Lord Krishna, who is very dear, Supreme, dear consort of, Radharani, Pranavallabha, this husband is a husband of Radharani, and so this is Jagannath is the Lord of all the universes, and he will descend as a Gaurasan Maheshwari. He will descend as a Lord Chaitanya. Let us descend as Gauranga. So Prabhupada mentions this. Prabhupada mentions uh, this prediction. These are scriptures have predicted Lord Chaitanya's descent in the Kali Yuga. So then there are three internal reasons and there are three external reasons for Lord Chaitanya's descent. There are three internal reasons and there are three external reasons. Internal reasons are very, very intense. We'll see today. What we will do is uh, we will discuss today external reasons. Then we'll come to see. We'll come for internal reasons tomorrow. You know. अनार्पितचरं चिरात् करुणया वितरणा कलौ समर्पयितुं उन्नतोज्ज्वलरसं स्वभक्तिश्रियं हरिपुरतसुन्दर कदम्बसन्दीपिता सदा हृदयकन्दरे स्मरतव्वा सच्चिनन्दन स्मरतव्वा सच्चिनन्दन. So he has mercifully appeared in this age of Kali to offer what no incarnation has offered before. Why? Yesterday also we are touching it. What does it mean? No incarnation has offered that. No one has offered. No, no Vishnu Tattva. No. So whoever came before, they have not offered. What is that he has offered? We'll see that. What is that? To bestow the most elevated mill of devotional service, the mill of conjugal love. So he is coming to give that mill of conjugal love, that Krishna Prema, especially in Mathurya Ras, and Haripurat Sundara Kadamba Sandipita, Jyoti Kadamba Sandipita. So he's resplendent with the radiance of molten gold. His color is golden. That's what Vishnu Sahasranama, two lines. I mean, it is mentioned. One aspect of his beginning, one aspect of his later pastimes after taking sannyas. Sada Hridaya Kandare Smrtava Sachinandana. May the Supreme Lord Son of Sachi be transcendently situated in the innermost chambers of your heart. So what are the three external reasons? One, to inaugurate Yuga Dharma, Kali Yuga Dharma, especially Nam Sankirtan. Two, to bestow Vrajaprema, Prema Bhakti. And three, um, the Advaitacharya's fervent appeal, Advaitacharya's fervent call, you know. So, Krishna, Krishna's pastimes are two types: prakata, aprakata. Purna Bhagavan Krishna Vrajendra Kumar Goloke Vraje Rasaha Nitya Vihar. So, Purna Bhagavan Krishna, Purna Purushottam Bhagavan, Shadaiswarya Purna Bhagavan, that fully manifests, fullest manifestation of God, that absolute truth, Krishna, you know, he Goloke Vraja, Golokam Vrajera Saha Nitya Vihar. He performs, continuously performs his past, his leelas in the spiritual world. Golok Vrindavan. But out of his causeless mercy, you know, he descends to this world to perform a prakata, manifested lila. He performs probably 100, 125 years, you know. Then he performs for some time, uh, then he goes to another universe. Like every universe, there is one Brahma, secondary creator, one Vishnu, Kshiradakasaya Vishnu to maintain, Brahma to create, and one Lord Shiva to destroy. So uh, these three trio, they are present in every universe. You know how many universes are there? Unlimited. Material world, right? So Krishna comes in one day of Brahma. Brahma, so Kali Yuga is 4,432,000 years. Double is Dwapara, 864,000 years. Triple is Treta Yuga, 1,328,000 years. 28,000 years. 3 and 12, whatever. 4 times is Satyuga, 1,728,000 years. All put together, 4,320,000 years. When this goes on, this is called one Divya Yuga. When this goes on for 71 times, it's called one Manvantara. So then this goes on for 14 times. So it's daytime of Brahma. So Krishna, at the end of Dwapara Yuga, 28th Divya Yuga age, Vaivaswat Manvantari. So Krishna in the Vaivaswat Manu period, he appears on the earth with his full paraphernalia, means with his holy place, Dham, Yamuna, Vrindavan, all, then he descends. So when Krishna is present, four mellows are very prominent. What are the four mellows? Santa Dasha Sakya Vatsalya, the animals, the deers and the does, the bugs, they all serve Krishna, the Kalpavriksha trees, they serve Krishna in Shantaras, passive. His servants, they serve him in the mood of servantship, so, dasyaras. His friends serve him in friendship. And parents, they serve, elderly gopis and Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they serve him in parental love. And younger gopis, Radharani, they serve him in conjugal love. So these four roles are prominent. So he performs that. Once he goes back to the spiritual world, Krishna thinks, you know, For a long time, I have not bestowed this Vraja Prema on the inhabitants of this material world. चिरकाल नहीं करी प्रेमा भक्ति दान भक्ति बिना जगत तेरा नहीं अवस्थान. So bhakti, two types. Um, Vidhi bhakti or Vaidhi bhakti or Vidhi bhakti or Raganuga bhakti. So Krishna says, Sakala jagate mora karya vidhi bhakti, bhakti vraja bhava, paite nahi sakti. Vaidhi bhakti means what? Whether your mind is focused or not, you push yourself because you want to attain the perfection of life. You know, you follow vidhi, rules and regulations. The senses are becoming telling no, 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 but you push it. That is a vidhi bhakti regulation. You're trying to regulate your mind and senses. You're trying to push yourself, so that you'll end in the perfection. But Krishna says, Aishwarya Jnanite Saha Jagate Nishtara Jagate Misrita Aishwarya Stitila Preme Nahi Mora Prita. And that bhakti, okay, people are worshipping because I'm God. That doesn't satisfy me so much. Peter Burrows told me very interesting thing one time. So he would come to Nuranavan and the Saturday morning his class would be scheduled, plenary session, and many people would come. There's one of the attractions. He told me, so I would come on Thursday, Friday I would roam around, and nobody would care about me. I mean, few devotees would know me, they would talk to me, but all these people, somebody, some. But once somebody would introduce me on the stage, there's a tennis player, he has won 19 titles. Prabhupada gave him 5 hours of time, and he has a number one tennis company in the world. And he would give the lecture, a very powerful lecture. Then after that, rest of the Saturday and Sunday, people try to hang on with me. They try to get my autograph. So he told me that is not very, when people come to me because of my position, I'm not so happy about it. But when people come to me for what I am, but not what I have, that is very pleasing. So when I thought of it, Krishna is also like that. People come to me because Krishna, you know, mm, you know, Narayana is Anga, is expansion. Vishnu are his Angas. They're all his expansions. All the Lakshmis are his concerts. Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govinda Madhapurusham Tam Bhajami. And hundreds and thousands of Lakshmis, they serve him with great honor reverence. And he is also, now is what is that? Is a concert of Radharani. He is a owner of mental and spiritual worlds. Ham Sarasya Prabha Mattasaram Pravardhate. So all these things they create a sort of reverence for Krishna. When people Krishna says when people worship me because of all these things with reverence, you know it's not, that is not very pleasing. It's very weak bhakti. If somebody practices bhakti in Vaidhi bhakti, Vidhi marg, they'll go to Vaikuntha. They'll associate with Narayana, Vishnu, and they'll worship me with the reverence. I mean, they'll worship my expansion Narayana with reverence. I'm fine with that. But so when I just came and Krishna comes to showcase his Vrindavan. What is Vrindavan? The bhakti is very intimate. We see that more in Krishna's internal reasons. So Raganuga bhakti, spontaneous. There, Vrindavan, The devotees don't know Krishna is God. And Mother Yashoda chastises Krishna. Hey, did you eat dirt? Open your mouth. Mom, I didn't eat. Open your mouth, I'm telling you. Yashoda is always worried and concerned. She controlled Triya Chopanishad Bhista Sankhya Yogasya Tatvate. Obhiyamanam Hatmyam Hari Samanya Tatmajam. This person, you know, even if you do tapasya, intense tapasya, uh, sitting in the caves, he doesn't appear. The person who is glorified in all these Upanishads, and if you worship him, analyzing all the elements of the material universe through Sankhya Yoga, he'll not appear in front of you. But out of love for him, Yashoda is thinking that Supreme Hari, my son, that thing Krishna would love. When Veda Pandits recite the Vedic mantras, that will not, it's not so great. Oh, my Lord, you have no beginning, no end. When troubles come to us, you will protect us. Is it? So there is an expectation. There is an expectation, then, what happens? So Krishna knew these guys want something from me, that's why they are worshipping. They are worshipping me. Piety, Hare Krishna. Right? So, but I went and told, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, abandon all varieties of religion and surrender unto me. But someone has to teach that surrender. Krishna demands surrender only to him. Mam ekam. So Krishna is telling only to me. So what he said, all right. So, I think nobody is, I think they also want, sometimes teachers, what they do Monday to Thursday, they teach the theory and Friday they take you to labs, practical. And first they do it, they demonstrate it to you. They do the labs, they tell you how to do it, right? So then they'll tell you, you do it for yourself. Hare Krishna. So likewise, Krishna is telling, Apani karimu bhakta bhava angikare, apani achari bhakti sikhayim sabhare. So what I will do, I will go and I will give the demonstration how to practice that pure Vraj Bhakti. You know, what is pure? Ahetika Paratiyata, unmotivated and uninterrupted. It's not just Saturday or Sunday morning or Saturday evening or Sunday evening. It is a 24/7. And for what? Ahitiki, it has no hetu, no reason. Why are you worshipping? As I am your part and parcel. You know, it has, what is that? Unmotivated, uninterrupted. Why are you chanting for the sake of chanting? Why are you worshipping to please you? Wow, do you want anything? No. That is pure bhakti. You know? So Krishna, you all know yada yada dharmasya, bhakti. So Krishna descends, but usually that killing of demons is done by Vishnu portion. Basically, Krishna comes for what? Krishna comes for to showcase Vraj Bhakti and give an advertisement, commercial. What is the advertisement? Hello, your attention, please. We have a spiritual world. You can come back. Ticket is free. But only thing, you need qualification. What is that? If you have attained the love of God, yet today, free boarding, free lodging, everything free, ticket is free, and you can stay there and you can be eternally happy there. You don't need to pay anything. But you need a qualification. What is that? Free from envy, and you must be steeped in love of God. You must have attained by love of God. Yeah, what is it? Nadad Vas Yate Surya Sanashankana Pavaka. This is advertisement Krishna is giving. My abode, there is no sun and moon. Only my abode, only myself. And my bodily effulgence is the light. If you go there once, you will not come back. Yadgatva nani vartante. But Krishna, we are all telling him, we don't know how to attain that. Krishna is telling, no problem, I'll teach you. I'll myself come and, what is that? Teach this Raja Bhakti, the practice of Bhakti. यद्यदाचरति श्रेष्ठस् तत्तत् एवेतरो जना स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्तदनुवर्तते. So whatever great people do, other people come and follow. So I'll show you the practical. I'll give the demonstration. You guys can follow me, right? So so what I will do as a Krishna, when I came as Krishna, I staged Vrajabhakti. But now, when I come, I myself come down as his devotee, and I showcase to you all how to perform bhakti as a devotee, and you can follow me. You know. So when Lord Chaitanya was descending, the Yuga Dharma, it was a time. Kali Yuga was, Kali Yuga was manifesting. So that what is it? Kali Yuga, Yuga Dharma, Yuga Avatar. Lord Chaitanya is not Leela Avatar; he is Yuga Avatar. He is a Yuga Avatar. That's why he has taken up the process of spreading the Yuga Dharma. What is Yuga Dharma? Um, Nam Sankirtan. So, Lord Chaitanya, what is that? He's called Vishwambar. In his initial days, he was when he took birth. His name is Vishwambar because he nourishes and maintains the universe. And he's also called Chaitanya Simha. So, because his shoulders as a lion, has the powers of a lion, his voice is like a lion. So if we have any vices in our heart, the elephant like vices, when they hear the holy name of Lord Chaitanya, when they hear Lord Chaitanya's name, they will our bad qualities run away. So knowing this, Gargamuni mentions at the time of name giving ceremony to Krishna in Dwapar Yuga. This boy, he's Mahapurusha, the Supreme Lord. He appears in every millennium. He has already appeared in, what is that? He has already appeared in a white, red, now he's appearing in black complexion. And he'll also appear in yellow complexion. That is Lord Chaitanya. So, Sukla Raktastada Pita. So Lord Chaitanya, Kali Yugi Yuga Dharma, Namera Prachar, Tati Lagi Pita Varna, Chaitanya Avatar. So Lord Chaitanya appeared to broadcast the glories of the holy name. He appeared in yellow color. And Lord Chaitanya's qualities are 1. Santa, Sama. 2. Dama, are also called Danta. Krishna Bhakti Nishtaparayana, fully devoted to the service of Krishna. And Susila, gentle. And Sarvabhute Sama, equally disposed toward all living beings. So, larger than these qualities, his Santa is very peaceful, his Danta is actually what is that? Self controlled. Dhamma means control. So, and his Krishna Bhakti Parayana. Lord Chaitanya always, behaved like a devotee. When devotees will tell him, you are Krishna himself, no Krishna, Vishnu, Vishnu. He'll close his ears. And is very affectionate to his devotees. You know, very affectionate. He told Shivananda Sen, I am your family. And he told Vasudeva, I am your property. Why? Because of their behaviors. Wow. Because of their behaviors. So, in Vishnu Sahasranama, the first portion, Suvarna Varno Hemango Varangas Chandanagadi Sanyasa Kurchamasanto Nishta Santi Parayanam. You know, Hemango, Sivarna Varna, golden color complexion, and he appears as a householder, and his limbs are very beautiful. His body is made with sandalwood, seemingly like molten gold. And an expert, Sanyasa Santo, he'll accept renounced order, sannyas, and is very equiposed and peaceful. But Nishta Santi Parayana is highest abode of peace and devotee, and he is a great highest order of devotee, for he silences Mayavadis. He silences Mayavadis. You know, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see how Lord Chaitanya, with his behavior and with his discussions, how he defeated Mayavadis and how he converted into the path of Bhakti, Vaishnavism. Right? So, what is that? The famous verse, Kali Yuga means what? Sinful. Kali Yuga means sinful. No purity, no chastity. Uh, so many problems, Kali Yuga. But one good quality is there. What is that one good quality? Kirtana Deva Krishna Simukta Sangha Paramura. Just chant the name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Just chant this mantra. You'll go back to Godhead. Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, take shelter of Lord Chaitanya. He has taken, he made so many people cross over the cycle of birth and death. You are not new. Wow. So, uh, Srimad Bhagavatam, uh, that famous verse, Bhagavatam mentions Krishna Varnam, it's mentioned. Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagyer Sankirtanair Prayer Yajanti Sumedasa. So Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishna. So what is that? Uh, he always has Krishna in his mouth. He always glorifies Krishna, Krishna's name, and um, he loves to describe Krishna. Varnana. Varnana means description. And Tvisa Krishnam means what? He is uh, though I mean his color is not black, still he is Krishna. Still he is Krishna. He comes with his associates, Sangha Panga. You know, he comes with his associates. Um, all his associates are two types, Anga and Upanga. Anga means Vishnu expansions, Upanga means devotees, and Nama means holy name. Sangopangastra Parshadam, you know, and Yajna, Yajna and Sankirtana and prayer. He'll perform Yajna, Sankirtan Yajna. You don't need oil or you don't need ingredients to perform yajna. Why this Sankirtan yajna? Chant the holy name. And dhi means brain. Sumedhasa. If you are intelligent, you will accept the bhakti process of chanting the holy name and you'll cross out the cycle of birth and death. There's a song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yemuno durmati samsara bhitare podichi ameno podichi ameno ami. So so Lord, in that song, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling, take shelter of Lord Chaitanya. He has made so many people cross over the cycle of birth and death. He has taken them back to spiritual world, Krishna Loka, Golok Vrindavan. Right? So he comes with his associates, you know, his Angas, Advaita Acharya, and Nityananda Prabhu, and Upangas, his devotees. And with them he performs Sankirtan Yajna. And if you're intelligent, if time is not so much there. Valmiki chanted for 60,000 years. Ram, 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 Ram became Rama, and then only, he attained the perfection. But here we don't even live 60 years more. You know, however, we can't chant even 60 years. Somebody can definitely, but it's rare. Anyway, point is, he comes with his associates and he destroys the ignorance. And Lord Chaitanya, what he does, he drives away sins and he gives a Krishna Prema. He drives away sins and he gives a Krishna Prema. So, what is that? In Kali Yuga, we don't have so much time and money to perform yajnas and yagas. But wherever you are, just chant the name. That is Sankirtan Yajna. You know, just chant chant the holy name together. Two people, more than two people. So when you chant Krishna's name, you're in the presence of Krishna. Haribol. You know. So Jiva Goswami said on Lord Chaitanya, Anta Krishnam Bahirgavaram Darshitangadi Vaibhavam Kalo Sankirtanadhyai Nadhyasma Krishna Chaitanya Masrita. So he is outwardly of fair complexion, but inwardly is Krishna. He displays his expansions in Kali Yuga and he performs Sankirtan with them. Take shelter of Lord Chaitanya. Take shelter of Lord Chaitanya. And what is that? Um, and the very important is uh, Advaita Acharya, um, Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakyam. So Advaita Acharya is Bhaktavatar. So he appeared, before, like, for example, when Ram comes, when Krishna comes, when they come, they before they come, they send their parents. They arrange they arrange a nice, they make their arrangements so that they can descend. So, what is that? Sachimata, Jagannath Mishra, Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri, they all appeared with Advaita Acharya. You know, Advaita Acharya, when he saw everyone was enjoying, nobody is interested in bhakti at all. Everyone is just enjoying. No one had any desire to, you know, perform bhakti. I was thinking, oh, this problem is everywhere. Even 500 years ago, this problem was there. Very few people always do bhakti. Fortunate people, rest all in my only. केह पापे केह पुण्य करे विषय भोगा भक्ति गंध नहीं आते या भाव रोगा. So without that, without bhakti, how can they cross out the cycle of birth and death, bhava roga? What is bhava roga? Disease of bhava means, okay, live in one body for 70, 80 years, make a lot of money, maybe we will become world famous, then and go to next place. 10 years later, nobody will remember. Do we remember any presidents of America who appeared in 18th century or appeared in the early 19th century? Who appeared in late 19th century? We don't remember anything. So, but when people take this metal world so seriously and they're totally absorbed in sense gratification, that pains the heart of Krishna. So though Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu himself, but he came to preach the glories. So he understood, only Krishna can deliver them. And what he did, he was thinking how to deliver people. And one day, Advaita Acharya remembers verse from Gautamiya Tantra. You know, he tried his best to preach the holy name. He tried his best to make people chant, but they were not. Then when he remembered this verse from Gautamiya Tantra, if only you offer Ganga water and Tulsi leaf to Krishna and ask whatever you want to ask, Krishna will fulfill. Haribol. So तुलसीदल मात्रेण जलस्य चुलकेन वा जिक्रीणिते स्वमात्मानं भक्तेभ्यो भक्तवत्सला. Tulsi jala matrena. Little. Prabhupada says bhakti is very easy. Bhakti is a very easy. Just offer a flower. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yame bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti bahrutam asnami priyatatmana. Bhakti is very simple. Very easy. Shishukam kartum abhyayam. What do you have to do? Prabhupada preached all over the world. You know what Prabhupada has done, no one has ever done. Recently, somebody told me, we watched this movie and it's amazing. So, the empowered incarnation of, empowered Prabhupada is like a very empowered Saktesh avatar, you know, commander of Lord Chaitanya, commander in chief Lord Chaitanya. So, what is that? Prabhupada says, I used to live in Radha Damodar temple. This lady would come every day to see Radha Damodar and she would bring a tumbler of water. She would bring a tumbler of water. Very old lady. And she would stand in front of Damodarji with the tears in her eyes. My Lord, bhakti nahi, bhakti karne ke liye shakti nahi. I don't have bhakti to perform bhakti. I don't have shakti also, energy. Very old, I have become old. I'm very poor. What can I offer you? Take this tumbler, this Yamuna water. And Prabhupada was impressed with her. Wow, Krishna would accept that. Bhavagrahi. Krishna would accept her bhava, her mood. I mean, Krishna would accept the water. Amazing. So, you know, Vikrinate Atmanam, Bhaktim Bhaktotsala, all right. So when he came, Tulsidal Matrena, Jalasya Julkenava, what he did, sitting on the bank of Ganga, he intensely cried out Krishna's, he called out for Krishna, my Lord, please descend. And he has Saligram Sila. I think I heard it is there in Shantipur even today. You know. So so what he did, Advaitacharya, he placed uh, he would place a tulsi, this tulsi leaves, tulsi birds on the head of Saligram Sila, and he would offer Ganga water. And his descend. I'm so fallen, but I don't have power to deliver. So if you want to, preach, कृष्ण शक्ति बिना तार नहीं परिवर्तन. So actually, what is that? Vaisheshika Prabhu says nice point. Bhaktiya sanjayate bhakti. Bhakti only can give bhakti. If you have bhakti, so much overflowing. He gives an example of a fountain. When the fountain is like this, the fountain is like this, and the engine is very powerful. When you switch on the button, the water goes, it gushes up. It gushes up, and it's it goes with such a force up in the air. It it is sprayed everywhere, maybe up to 20 meters, maybe up to 20 meters. Then, and whoever is in the radius of 20 meters, they'll be drenched. But imagine there is our bhakti is very weak. So, like some fountains you see, little, it will only make the pipe wet. It doesn't spill anywhere. Means with that type of bhakti is there, then you cannot impress with anyone. But at least you can stay in Krishna consciousness. So anyway, what is that? So Lord Chaitanya, Krishna incarnates to fulfill his devotees' desires. So you know that, right? Krishna, then his devotee calls, immediately Krishna descends. Or when Advaitacharya kept calling Lord Chaitanya, my Lord, please descend, please descend. Once in day of Brahma, in Dwapara Yuga, Krishna comes. After that, the immediate Kali Yuga, which is very fallen age, Lord Chaitanya would come. Lord Chaitanya would come and he will propagate the glories of the Vraj Bhakti. You know, Chaitanya Ravadare Yayi Mukhe Hetu Bhaktera Ichedya Bhaktera Ichaya Avatare Dharma Setu. So Lord Chaitanya's incarnation just to satisfy, please devotees. So what are the three external reasons? Um, what are the three external reasons? The last one, Advaitacharya is calling. Uh, the last one is Advaitacharya is calling, and the second one, to bestow Vraj Prima Bhakti, and to bestow, that Vraj Prima to on everyone. And the first one is to inaugurate a Sankirtan movement. So these are the three external reasons for Lord Chaitanya to appear. So again, one, to spread to establish Yuga Dharma, propagate the holy name, Sankirtan. Two, to bestow Vraj Prema. If we take shelter of Lord Chaitanya and worship him, he is the bestower of Vraj Prema. We'll attain that Vraj Bhakti. And uh, he'll bestow that Vraj Bhakti on us, that Para Bhakti of gopis, that will be bestowed on us. Third one, Advaitacharya calling. Right? But there are three internal reasons. What are the three internal reasons? Uh, First one, to relish the position of Srimati Radharani. First one, to relish the position of Srimati Radharani. And the second one, he wants to know the sweetness of himself. He wants to know the sweetness of himself. And the third one, to enjoy the bliss tasted by Radharani. To enjoy the bliss tasted by Radharani. So first one is to relish the position of Srimati Radharani. Second one is um, to what is that? To enjoy the sweetness, to understand and the transcendental sweetness of himself. And third one, to enjoy the position, sorry, enjoy the bliss tasted by Radharani. Very interesting. You know, first of all, we should understand Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Bhagavan, Ekala Ishvara, Arasama Bhritya. He is the supreme Lord. Everyone is his servant. Everyone is subservient to him. Everyone is subservient to him. So, and Krishna means what? Akhila Rasamrita Murti. I was explaining the other day. You know, Krishna sometimes say God is everywhere, very easy to believe. But when you say God is a person, people sometimes say, why are you limiting? Krishna is not like you and me. You know, Krishna is a form, still that form is has infinite abilities and it is infinite. Still, it is all pervasive. So, still, it is all it's infinite, and it's very difficult to understand. So, when you say Krishna is there, he's there everywhere, but he's also there in the spiritual world, like Goloka Vrindavan. That is Krishna. So anyway, so what is it? The point? Uh, cow gives the milk, but cow doesn't know the taste. The calf knows the taste. The flower generates honey, but flower doesn't know the taste of honey. Who knows the taste of honey? The bumblebee, the honeybee, madhumakhi. So likewise, Krishna, though he is a reservoir of pleasure, Akhila Rasamrita Murti, you know, Krishna is Akhila Rasamrita Murti. He is the ocean of pleasure, and you know, when people come to him, he gives pleasure. He doesn't know what is that. That is uh, what is that sweetness that is in him that everyone longs for, especially the topmost devotee Radharani. So, but here, before we go forward, let me give little, what is that? So one time Prabhupada, you know, Prabhupada, we always mention this. I'm sure some of you know it, but still it's very relevant today. You know, uh, the two Ved Pandits came to Prabhupada and said, they started quoting slokas. Prabhupada said, tell me who is God. They quote more verses and said, we don't know. Prabhupada was telling, you know, you're quoting so many verses, but you don't know who God is. And Prabhupada called little Saraswati and said, Saraswati, Prabhupada opened a jar of cookies and it held one cookie. Saraswati understood if I give correct answer, Prabhupada would give me the cookie. Prabhupada said, Saraswati, who is God? Looking at the cookie, Saraswati said, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada gave the cookie, very good. And Prabhupada reversed the question. Saraswati, who is Krishna? Saraswati thought, why he is asking again? Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada gave the second cookie. So the child is able to tell who God is. You guys, you cannot tell. They said she can tell, she may tell who is God, but how can she tell how Krishna is God? Prabhupada said that Krishna himself cannot tell. Why? Parasha Saktar Vivide Suyite Swabhavika Jnana Balakriya Cha. Supreme Lord has unlimited energies. When the energies expand, he'll expand. Though he's infinite, shoreless ocean, you know, still is infinite. What is infinite means? Keeps on expanding. When he keeps on expanding, his energies keep on expanding, Krishna starts becoming big and bigger. You're understanding, right? So, Prabhupada said that Krishna himself cannot tell. But tomorrow, what is that? Anyway, before I so one example is devotees come to the temple and they look at the feet of Krishna. Krishna thinks, "Arey, what is there so sweet in my feet? They are looking at my feet." Krishna waits for the universal devastation to happen, and in that flooded waters, he'll come as Vatapattar Sai, in a tiny boy, and he puts the toe in his mouth. Why? My devotees, they sighed for so long time, so many devotees. It should be very sweet. So he is God, he is Supreme Lord. He cannot, you know, what is that? What is that devotees are relishing in him? He wants to know. So when the pralay happens, Krishna puts that toe in his mouth and starts sucking. Wow, so sweet. My devotees look at it. I know with this one story, what is that? We'll see tomorrow more. It's very elaborate, very extensive. Radharani's glory comes, you know. यदि गौर नहीं तो ताबे की हुई तो ये मौन धरितम दे राधार महिमा सर्वरस सीम जगते जनत के. If Lord Chaitanya had not come, we would not have known the glories of that Mother of the Universe, Goddess of Devotion, Srimati Radharani, because everyone knows only Goddess of Fortune, Lakshmi Devi, because we all want Lakshmi. But Radharani is a Goddess of Devotion. So we'll discuss more tomorrow. It's little philosophy and little extensive. Please, I'm trying to. Tomorrow we'll take, with a lot of analysis. We'll discuss tomorrow more. I have no qualification. Chaitanya Charitamrita is such a pure, unalloyed devotional service. Ayatya Pratihata, that to Prema Bhakti. And I am a conditioned soul with all the impurities. But, you know, uh, by sharing this with everyone, I'm thinking I'll also make little progress. So this tiny endeavor, I'm sure, by all of your causeless mercy, hopefully I get little mercy from Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, Radha Gopijan Vallabh. Hare Krishna. Tomorrow we'll see the very important internal reasons. We'll see that. Thank you very much. Forgive me if I've spoken anything wrong. Dandavat Hare Krishna. Shurupad ki jai. Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. I'm ending now. Hare Krishna.